Hey, I'm Cassius the director. I'm writing, directing, and starring in a film that we're making this year, and I want to take you behind the scenes with my series, How to Make a Film. How to Make a Film is a vlog series created by a writer, director, producer, actor, and editor of a feature film, myself, leading you through the entire process from the beginning, where we are right now, which is we've raised over $100,000 for our budget, and we have some of our producing team together, and we're starting to put our production team together and are about to go into casting. From this point all the way through shooting the film, editing the film, taking it to film festivals, and securing distribution for this movie on an amazing platform like Netflix or Amazon, or in a perfect case scenario, getting theatrical distribution. Who is this series for? How to Make a Film is for anyone who wants to learn more about the filmmaking process, whether you've never made a film of any kind before, be it a short film, an experimental film, a commercial, a music video, whether you have no experience, whether you've already made a movie and are just looking to improve your skills and learn from another person's experience. This series is for anyone who wants to improve as a filmmaker, to get their skills sharper, and to put themselves in a stronger position to make better movies moving forward. So who am I? My name is Cassius Corrigan. This channel, my Instagram, are Cassius the Director, and I am born and raised in Miami, Florida. I got a scholarship to USC to study finance and entrepreneurship, and very coincidentally ended up at a school with an amazing film program that I knew nothing about. And after taking an introductory class in the film school, because they had this unbelievable campus and the class was in a movie theater, how are you gonna say no to that? I completely fell in love with filmmaking, dropped my business major, went through the whole hustle of transferring into the USC Film School, which is something like a 4% acceptance rate for transfers. Ended up graduating 9 months after I was accepted, so I'm the fastest graduate in the history of the film program at USC. And now I'm embarking on making my first feature film. Since I've graduated, I've made a bunch of short films. I've made commercials for big companies like Whisper, nonprofits like Your Voice, music videos, and I've been spent a lot of time writing. I've written 3 feature films, I've written 3 television shows, and I'm ready to make my first feature. So I wrote a movie that I knew I could make on a very low budget. The max that I wanted to raise was $150,000, and we've crossed the $100,000 mark, so we're really excited about that. And now I've come back from LA to Miami, where I set the movie, about to go into pre-production and make my dream a reality. I believe you don't need to have an extraordinary amount of experience, $1 million budget, or a crew that's been working in the business for 20 years to be a successful filmmaker. I also think you don't need to have gone to film school to be a successful filmmaker. I think you need 3 things to succeed in the world of feature filmmaking. I think you need vision, I think you need to collaborate, and I think you need perseverance. So vision, I think you need to have a clear idea of what you want to create, what you want to say, and how you're going to go about doing that. Collaboration. You absolutely need a team to get behind you to help make this work. No one's going to make a film completely on their own in isolation, probably, that will be any good, you know? You want to have a strong team behind you of people that believe in you, that believe in your vision, that bring their own interests, their own suggestions, their own ideas, their own creativity to your idea, and that make it better. So you want to definitely be able to collaborate and be able to find people and motivate people to work with you. And perseverance. This is probably the single most important thing. It's never going to be easy to fundraise. It's never going to be easy to write an incredible script, and it's certainly never going to be easy to show up on set every single day and make magic. These are things that you're just going to have to push through the difficult times, overcome the obstacles, because there will be many and they are inevitable. And you will need to have that mindset that nothing will deter you from making a film, and more importantly, from making a good film. My pledge. So I want to make a pledge to everyone who's currently watching and everyone who will watch this series. I want you to know that I'm going to be fully transparent with you, I'm going to be fully honest with you, and I'm going to not sugarcoat anything that I see and that I experience in this process. In my mind, if I'm doing that, if I'm sugarcoating things, if I'm not being fully transparent with you, I'm not creating something ultimately that's really all that valuable to the filmmaking community. And that's my goal. I want this series to be a valuable tool to the filmmaking community, to aspiring filmmakers all over the world, that isn't this is the only way to make a feature film, but this is how a feature film got made, and I promise you it's going to be a dope movie. I'll tell you more about the movie in a second. But ideally, this is a series that helps and contributes to the discussion of how do you make a movie, how do you make a really good movie, and my pledge to you is to be transparent and honest and not to sugarcoat anything. What's the film? So the film that we're making, that I wrote, that I'm directing, that I'm acting in, that I'm producing, and that I will be editing is called Huracán. Huracán is Spanish for hurricane. And the film is a psychological thriller about an aspiring mixed martial arts fighter named Alonso Santos who suffers from multiple personality disorder. So very much inspired by films like Black Swan and Whiplash, films about people and artists who become obsessed with their craft. And the drama of the film is how far they're willing to push themselves, what risks they're willing to take in order to achieve greatness in their given field. Also, something that's important for you guys to know, my family is part Colombian. I'm born and raised here in Miami. Showing Latinos on screen and giving the platform for Latino voices to shine through is a really important part of what I do as a filmmaker, and part of my mission as an artist and as a storyteller. Okay, that's it for this introduction. Please hit that like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments any feedback that you have. What do you guys want to see? What do you not want to see? What do you think would be really helpful for me to go into? I mentioned that that we've already raised over $100,000, so that's a lot of money. If you guys want to know how I did it, what the investment agreement that we use with our investors looks like, how to create one, we're currently right now breaking down the script into a budget and a schedule. So if you want to know more about that process, we can dive into that. This is my first time really doing any vlog series, so there are going to be growing pains inevitably, and I'm learning the whole time. So if you want to reach out with suggestions, with comments, please feel free to do so in the comments section. Again, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I have my link in the bio, and both for myself and for our film Huracán. So I want to thank you again for watching. I want us all to become better filmmakers and to create something amazing. And have a great day. Thank you again.